Hello everyone, como está? It's your girl Jasmine here, and thank you so much for coming through my channel today. I've been gone for a hot minute. Time management, you know, I'm working on it. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better for you, and I'm gonna do better especially for me. And also, just pardonnez-moi, the broken nail. It's been a week, okay? I'm spent. I wanted to sit down and do a Q&A video while I play in makeup because I figured you guys, you know, wanna know what's been going on with me. It's March. The time is flying, okay? And you guys probably wanted to know what's been going on with me, and I wanna update you guys. So I asked you on YouTube and on my Instagram if you had any questions. I got a couple. So I'm gonna be sitting here answering your questions while playing in makeup. The makeup of the day is E.L.F. E.L.F. actually collaborated with CHIPOTLE to create this CHIPOTLE and E.L.F. set. Here is the box. Here is the box, y'all. It's been a while since I've had Chipotle. One of the things that I've been doing for Lent has been not eating out. That's been saving me a lot of money, but I miss not cooking. I miss eating out. I miss Chipotle. I miss my veggie bowls, and this is actually making me really, really hungry. So when you open this up, you have just a couple of things from the set. You have the extra guac face sponge duo, and then there's the hot salsa make it hot lip plumping gloss. And last but not least, we have the Chipotle eyeshadow palette. They also included a little bag here, kind of goes with my backdrop, but this is the makeup bag. It's okay to be a little extra out in Chipotle. This is a really cute concept with Chipotle. I love it. So I'm gonna be answering some questions on Instagram first while applying my foundation and all that good jazz. So I'm taking the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, and everything I use I'll be sure to link down below. So make sure you are looking there if you want to get more information on what I'm using on my face. First question is, how has life changed in the last year, not including COVID-19? Aside from COVID-19, life has changed dramatically. See, I graduated from film school. I filed for divorce. And let's see, I got a job working at an amazing all-black production company in Brooklyn. That's definitely been the highlight. Taking the Juvia's Play Stick Foundation and using that as concealer. This is the color Guinea. I feel like my life is progressing towards a good place, right? I definitely feel my life is changing for the better. There's definitely some shadow work I need to continue to do, but for the most part, I like where I am in my journey right now, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for me. 2021 and beyond. I always get these lot questions, but I'm gonna answer again because I feel like, you know what? My answer does change from time to time, depending on my mood. So the question is, would you lock your hair again? I'm actually at a point where I'm considering it. You know, I'm thinking about my future, time that I'm going to have, and that sort of thing. And I also realized, while I do love my natural hair, the time, girl, where is the time to do it? If I get my locks again, I'll definitely have more time to do other things. Like right now, I have my hair in some crochet twists because I don't have the time to be doing my loose natural hair every day. And you know, it's also winter time. We're technically still in winter, and you know, I just need a protective style. I need to keep my hands out of my hair. And now I'm actually gonna go into this palette while I answer some more questions. The next question is, how was the adjustment to divorce? Did you have to move back in with family in NYC? No, I did not have to move back in with family. The last time I lived with my mom was like, that was back in 2009. I can't, no. I love my mom, but I need my own space, and so I'm still living in my same apartment, the same apartment that I moved into back in 2013. I love my apartment. Like I say many times before, I'm not a fan of my upstairs neighbor, but I am a fan of the rent. So the next question is, are you still married? I actually filed for divorce, still in limbo right now. Hopefully, you know, things move swiftly, but I don't know how that's going to be with COVID. So I'm patiently waiting. Something that I did learn during this process, it's super easy to get married, but it's not easy to get divorced. So the last question on Instagram that I'm going to answer is, what's the highlight of your 2021 so far? The first is like with my job, in terms of like when it comes to my job, me being able to edit some really fun projects. Like the other day I got to edit this project with Kevin Durant, just falling in love with myself again, you know? Figuring out what I want, figuring out what makes me happy. That's definitely been a highlight. Being able to go on these new adventures, these new journeys, traveling to different places. I got to go to New Orleans. I've been to Connecticut. You know, I definitely plan on traveling more, you know, COVID permitting. You know, it's just been really fun being able to travel and rediscover myself and meeting new people. Another highlight is being able to create content and having a space to create content. Like I'm actually in my studio right now. Questions from YouTube. First question, how do you feel? I love this question, by the way, so thank you for asking this. I actually feel really good. I mean, there's some days where I feel okay, some days where I feel blah, but right now, in this very moment, I feel good. I'm grateful that you asked this question, because it's not a lot that, you know, people ask me, how do I feel? How I've been feeling? I'm a feeler. Try to stay in tune with my feelings, and thank you for asking that, because I think it's important that we all figure out how we feel in these moments. So with that question, I want to know, how do you feel right now? I want you to answer that in the comment section below. How do you feel? So the next question is, you finished school, so what are your new plans with your editing skills? I saw the new studio, but what else is in store? I definitely want to edit more videos, not just for me, but for folks who need editing services. I mean, yes, I work where I work editing, but you know, there'll come a time where I want to go completely independent and just edit for folks. This is a great place to learn and build up my reel and build up my skills. And so, you know, with all of the experience that I get from this place and all of the really cool projects that I get to edit from this space, I want to take that and, you know, go solo, if you will. In terms of my studio, this studio is for you guys, it's for me, it's for anyone who wants to create content. And I mean, I submitted this space to Peerspace. I'm still waiting to hear back, but if you guys are interested in wanting to book the space, I'll be sure to leave the email address of like CrystalStairStudios, so you can like go and inquire about like dates and stuff like that. Right now I'm doing it like that, but if you guys wanted to book the space, definitely shoot me an email there and we can work something out for sure. The next person asked, what are your goals and aspirations? I want to buy property. That's definitely a goal of mine, is to buy property. Another goal of mine is to have a family, you know, have some kids, pop out like maybe like two minimum. I want to be able to work for myself. I want to be able to like work from home when I want to. My goal is to do what I love and get paid for doing it, right? So I want to be able to edit. I want to be able to create content. I want to be able to create content around my life, share with you guys some really cool things. I want to be able to influence you in a positive way, and yeah, I just want to do the things that make me happy and get paid for it. Okay, the mascara I'm using today is from Covergirl. This is the Lash Blast Clean Mascara, and this is vegan, y'all. This is vegan, V to the again. And this is in the color Black Brown. The next question is, you have been doing some solo traveling. Do you have some tips for women traveling alone? What made me feel safe when traveling alone is booking a hotel instead of an Airbnb. I mean, I know Airbnbs are relatively cheaper and you kind of get that local kind of experience, but I just like the idea of a hotel because you have like a person at the door. I would recommend sharing your location with your family and close friends, just so they know where you are. Not to say that anything bad is going to happen, but you know, I think it's always best to be safe. You should definitely carry protection with you. I was able to actually pack my mace with me, and that's been helpful. Luckily, I never had to use it, and hopefully I never will. But it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So yeah, that makes me feel safe. And you know, when I traveled to New Orleans specifically, I didn't have an itinerary. I really just went with the flow. And that was great because I didn't have to like stress or rush about missing certain things. I just walked around without a care in the world. And it was the most stress-free vacation ever. And another thing about solo traveling is to just have fun being by yourself, you know? You don't have to worry about waiting on folks. You don't have to worry about doing things that you don't want to do. It's all up to you. You make the decisions. I'm actually gonna take some of this like orange salsa color and put it on my cheeks for some blush because I need some color on my cheeks. Eyeshadows are great because they're so multi-purpose. You can use them as blush, contour, whatever. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take this darker brown right here and just like, you know, bronze a little bit. You know, never hurt nobody. So let me do that. The last commenter had a couple of questions, and so I'm going to answer them while I put on this gloss. So the first question she asks is, I have a few questions. What can you tell single Black women who are looking for marriage? Oh my goodness. This smells like, yo, this smells like a candy I used to know. It's really interesting you asked this question, right? Because you know, I'm currently going through a divorce, and yes, I'm looking to get married again. For single Black women who are looking for marriage, I would suggest working on yourself, working on whatever sort of issues you've had in the past, whatever sorts of traumas you've had in the past, going to therapy, also dealing with your health, right? So if you don't feel good about yourself or how you look in the mirror, change something about it. Working out, going to the gym, going for a walk. I walk to work every single day. It's a 30-minute walk. I walk there, I walk back home. I get 10,000 steps in, and that's 5 miles. If you can do that, you're well on your way to a healthier body. Lifting weights definitely helps. I hear cycling helps a great deal. Buy yourself a bike. If you live in a big city, do your thing, girl, do your thing. So we gotta encompass everything, right? You gotta encompass mind, body, spirit.
A few inches later.
I don't feel like I am qualified to really answer that question. I mean, yes, I was married, but now I am not. Maybe if I was married, I would feel more comfortable answering that question for you, but I feel like the best person you can ask this question to is a married person. The next question she asked is, what were your mistakes since you were married and now newly divorced? I would have definitely lived with my partner first before marrying. I feel like that would have done so much for me because, you know, it's different when you're just seeing someone part-time. It's different because you don't really know their quirks, their personalities, the little things that they do that could possibly annoy you. So that for sure. Another mistake that I feel like I made was not doing marriage counseling before getting married, right? And I wanted to do that, you know, it just, you know, both people have to agree to that in order to, you know, make that happen. She also commented and she says, I really like your channel, but it just feels like the authenticity isn't there anymore since you brushed over your marriage ending. I posted a whole video about my divorce, and I wasn't gonna ever like give you specifics just because, you know, out of respect for my ex's privacy and my privacy. There are parts of my life that I don't share on social media, you know? There's parts of myself that I'm not ready to share or don't want to share. I've been on this platform for a long time, all right? Since like 2010, 2011. Look, it's been close to 10 years, and I've never shied away from telling you my dating horror stories, from sharing with you the issues surrounding my hair, my skin. I admit I lacked consistency posting on here, and you know, I apologize for that, and I'm gonna do better with this whole time blocking, time management situation, but it's never been unauthentic. And I hope that you can see me for who I am, because I've never been anyone else. And with that, that is it for this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching and supporting and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.